The admonition against drinking, alcohol is absolutely forbidden. This sutra revolves around the events between the evil dragon Amalatirtha and Sagata, a disciple of the Buddha. It is a story of transformation unfolding between an evil dragon and a monk, about power, self-control, and realizing the terror of alcohol. Sagata was no ordinary monk. He possessed special supernatural powers, which he used to save people and travel to spread the teachings of Buddhism. This story provides insights into the power alcohol has over people's minds and actions, and the inner strength to confront that power. Through Sagata's experience, the temptation of alcohol and its consequences are portrayed. Alcohol has been loved and also cautioned against in many cultures since ancient times. But this story particularly emphasizes the special meaning alcohol holds within the teachings of Buddhism, and the importance of self-restraint to control it. Now let us open the curtain on this story filled with lessons. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived an evil dragon named Amalatirtha, feared by the people. This dragon was extremely ferocious, and due to its fury, the village had become like a wasteland. Elephants, horses, and cows trembled in fear and stayed away from the village, and even the birds flying in the surrounding sky had disappeared. Crops would not grow at all, and the villagers lived in despair. However, one day, the elder Sagata, who possessed particularly outstanding supernatural powers among the many disciples of the Buddha, arrived at that village. As he walked through the village while begging for alms, he heard from the villagers about the terrifying dragon.
Very well, I shall lend a hand.
Sagata resolved to confront this problem and headed towards the spring where the dragon was said to reside. He quietly sat under a large tree and entered deep meditation. The evil dragon Amalatirtha, catching the scent of the monk's robe, emerged from the spring with a figure full of anger. The dragon began to rampage, spewing thick smoke from its body and making loud noises. However, Sagata remained unperturbed and quietly continued his meditation. Furthermore, he demonstrated his own supernatural powers, emitting the same smoke from his body to show the dragon.
Are you imitating me? How about this then, huh?
The evil dragon became enraged that its own power was being imitated, and this time enveloped itself in flames. However, Sagata also remained seated quietly and countered by emitting flames from his body.
How about this then, huh?
The dragon's anger reached its peak, and next it caused a hail of cold ice to fall. But Sagata transformed them all into delicious rice cakes.
If it's come to this, then take this, huh?
Lastly, the evil dragon shot lightning into the sky, spreading terror. However, Sagata surprised the dragon by transforming the lightning into sweet dumplings and eating them, a feat that astonished the dragon. In this way, with remarkable composure and supernatural powers, Sagata nullified the evil dragon's attacks one by one. The evil dragon Amalatirtha felt indignant at its failure before Sagata. It decided to rain down venomous snakes, centipedes, and numerous terrifying poisonous insects from the sky with unprecedented mighty power.
This is the end, huh?
The sky darkened and the poisonous creatures poured down. However, Sagata glanced at them and, with a wave of his hand, transformed them into beautiful ornaments and shining jewels. Around him, what were once terrifying poisonous insects now sparkled as beautiful decorations. The dragon was exhausted, having used up all its power with this. It understood how powerful a being Sagata was and finally surrendered. The dragon approached Sagata with fear and respect, lowered its head and said,
I am amazed by your techniques. Please take me as your disciple.
However, Sagata calmly replied,
No, I cannot take you as my disciple. You should go to my teacher, the Buddha, and become his disciple.
And so Sagata led the evil dragon to the Buddha. Before the Buddha, the dragon repented its past actions and vowed to follow the Buddha's teachings. The Buddha imparted many teachings to the evil dragon and gave it the precepts as a disciple. The evil dragon began to serve the Buddha with heartfelt gratitude. This event became widely known among the surrounding villagers, and Sagata's fame grew even more. He not only made the evil dragon have a change of heart, but also led it to the true path. And Sagata came to be respected by many people.
The villagers were grateful that their former terror had turned into salvation and enlightenment, and they showed respect to Sagata.
Furthermore, the sight of the evil dragon learning the Buddha's teachings deeply impressed many people and became an opportunity to encourage change in them as well. This miraculous transformation that arose between Sagata and the evil dragon showed that things could be resolved through compassion and understanding, not power and violence. The evil dragon renewed its heart under the Buddha and began to walk a new life as his disciple. Its figure symbolized the importance of overcoming past mistakes and walking towards a better future. In this way, Sagata's acts of wisdom and compassion deeply influenced not only one evil dragon, but also the hearts of the surrounding people, illuminating the path to peace and harmony. When the evil dragon Amalatirtha began to learn the true path under the Buddha, peace visited the village that was once dominated by terror. The villagers were able to live in peace again, and the animals that had fled also returned. Crops bore fruit, and birds once again flew across the sky. All of these miraculous changes were thanks to Sagata's compassionate actions. Sagata's fame resounded throughout the nations because of this incident.
Lord Sagata is our hero. Lord Sagata is truly worthy of being a saint. We wish to make offerings to Lord Sagata.
Many people wished to meet him and began to make offerings to him. Among them was a very poor woman. She did not have anything of value to offer. But with heartfelt gratitude and respect, she offered Sagata a porridge that was almost just broth. Sagata quietly accepted this porridge and, feeling the woman's deep respect, ate it cleanly without leaving anything. The woman was moved by Sagata's action and thought about what more she could do for him. She thought,
"Perhaps Lord Sagata's body is cold. That's it. I'll have him warm up with some alcohol."
She resolved to offer him something warm, even if it was humble. Therefore, she prepared a clear alcohol-like water and offered it to Sagata. Sagata accepted the alcohol without checking it and drank it all in one gulp.
Delicious?
Sagata inadvertently let his true thoughts slip out. This was the first time in his life that he had drunk alcohol. Afterwards, he preached the teachings for the woman and expressed words of gratitude for her sincere heart. Sagata's teachings were a great encouragement for the woman and resonated deeply in her heart. However, on his way back to the temple, Sagata's steps began to stagger under the influence of the alcohol.
Is the ground shaking? That's strange.
By the time he reached the entrance of the temple, the alcohol had completely circulated through his body.
My body is hot. Let me take off some clothes. I'm starting to feel good somehow. Somehow I don't care about practice anymore. Take it all off. This is it. This. I am in my natural state, exposing everything. To think I could experience such a sense of liberation. I am now embraced by the earth.
He finally ran out of energy and collapsed completely naked. This event gave the surrounding people a great shock.
Lord Sagata has gone crazy completely naked. Whoa, everything is completely visible.
Sagata, despite being one who possessed the mighty supernatural power to subdue the evil dragon, could not overcome alcohol. This incident became a major lesson for the people and came to be told as an event that showed a folly in contrast to Sagata's humanity and humility. Sagata's behavior taught an important lesson that one must never forget one's own limitations, even if one possesses great power. That day, just as Sagata had collapsed drunk at the entrance of the temple, the Buddha returned to the temple with his disciple Ananda. The Buddha saw Sagata's figure and immediately grasped the situation.
"Oh, who is this?"
When he asked, Ananda replied,
"That is Sagata, my teacher."
The Buddha calmly commanded,
"Make a place for me to sit here and bring clean water. And gather the monks."
Ananda immediately followed the Buddha's orders, prepared a place to sit, readied clean water, and called the monks together. The Buddha began to speak to the gathered monks.
Monks, you have heard the story of the evil dragon Amalatirtha, have you not? Who was it that magnificently subdued that evil dragon and made it have a change of heart?
The monks answered in unison.
It was Sagata. Sagata made the evil dragon have a change of heart.
That's right.
The Buddha continued.
However, that Sagata now lies here collapsed, drunk on alcohol. The current Sagata would not be able to subdue even a small frog, let alone the evil dragon. Listen well. If one drinks alcohol, even the owner of such supernatural powers will completely lose their power. One must never drink alcohol.
The monks listened to the Buddha's words and nodded deeply. This event with Sagata taught them the lesson that no matter how much power one has, one cannot overcome the power of alcohol. The Buddha's teaching emphasized the importance of self-control and self-awareness, and became an important lesson for the monks. Sagata's getting drunk was a moment that showed both his strength and his weakness. He had the mighty supernatural power to make the evil dragon have a change of heart, but at the same time, he was also exposed to human weakness. Through this event, the Buddha taught the monks the importance of understanding one's own limitations and maintaining self-control. The Buddha further said to the monks,
Even one who has great power like Sagata must not forget that they will lose that power due to alcohol. We must always be vigilant and discipline ourselves.
This event became a major lesson for the monks, and they engraved the Buddha's words in their hearts. Sagata recovered from this incident, and thereafter became more careful in controlling himself. His experience was a warning to his disciples, and at the same time showed the importance of compassion and understanding. Sagata's experience became a valuable lesson, teaching the limits of power and the importance of self-control, and was passed down to future generations. In this story, alcohol holds an important symbolic meaning. The main significances are as follows. First is the necessity of self-control and moderation. The episode where Sagata gets drunk and collapses symbolizes a lack of self-control and its consequences. This suggests the danger of losing self-control, even for a person with high abilities or status. One of the most dangerous causes of this is drinking. Second is the distinction between physical power and mental strength. In the story, while Sagata overwhelms the evil dragon with his supernatural powers, he loses that power due to alcohol. This shows that not only physical power or external abilities are important, but inner strength and self-restraint are equally, or even more, important. Third is the reference to Buddhist teachings. One of the 5 precepts of Buddhism is the precept against drinking alcohol. This episode, through the mental confusion and uncontrollable state brought about by alcohol, emphasizes the importance of this teaching. Fourth is its function as a lesson. The part where the Buddha takes Sagata's drunken state as an example and preaches to his disciples adds an instructional element to the story. This aims to make the listeners recognize the dangers of alcohol and the importance of Buddhist teachings. Overall, in this story, alcohol is used as a symbolic tool to emphasize the importance of inner strength and self-restraint over physical ability or outward strength. It also functions as a means to demonstrate Buddhist teachings. We in modern times should also drink alcohol in moderation.